Okay, let's go ahead and jump into a short here. And it's at a decent spot. I think I want to raise it up a little bit, 59, 56 maybe. Or even up through this area right through here, 59, 59. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll lower that down. So far, so good. Well, it is going up at the moment. I raised up my stop a couple ticks above the peaks that I saw over here. I think it's hitting the orange SMA here, which also matches up with the 5 SMA here. And hopefully it will drop at this point, but it's really, really close to my stop, so I wouldn't be surprised if I got stopped out here. Not looking good. Every once in a while we'll see a red candle develop and shoot down, and it's like, oh, okay, good, I think it's going to drop. But then it never really stays put. Maybe we'll see one here, I don't know. All right, let's see that peak right there. It is right at it. Right there, this peak. And then over here on the right side of the screen is the kind of lighter gray bar through there, and that's where we're sitting, and that's right where it went to. Woo! Let's keep watching. Okay, it looks like maybe it's starting to drop, but it is stuck right here. It's just been stuck and not moved for quite some time. So interesting, very interesting. Ooh, and then it jumped back up again. Ooh. Actually went right to my order, but it didn't take it. Oh, one tick below it, I guess. Just hit the window. All right, this is looking good. This is looking good. This is not. It's so weird how sometimes the different time frames will really contradict each other like that. Makes it tricky to try to figure out what way to go, but not super happy with this trade. Got about 17 minutes to the opening bell. So I'm hoping it will at least get down to break even by that point. One thing that I'm kind of doing that is not quite correct is the blue SMA here and here. That kind of tells me the general trend, and it is going up on both of those. It's flat more on the 5-minute chart, but yeah, so kind of trading against the trend right now, I guess, according to those guys. So that's not good, but we'll see how it goes. Looks like it's dropping again. That's very nice. Okay, I did just get stopped out. And I'm not sorry that I did, because I think maybe I made a wrong call there. I think maybe it's heading up. So if it is, and we want to get into a long, we want to make sure we're in a good place. So let's wait for that to happen. That will be down around this area here. We'll put in an alert and when that dings, maybe we'll get in at that point. So I somehow lost the analyzing part of my video, so I'm going to redo that even though the price action is continued on after that point. So we can see the channel that I drew a while back, and we're definitely inside of it, right in the middle. I also drew another channel here that you can see with 2 touch points on the top and the bottom. And it's a little bit shallower of a channel, obviously, and I think perhaps it's a better channel in some ways. The bottom of both channels is just about the low point over here. So that is definitely a point where we might be headed to. And let's go into the 1 hour chart. Oh, before we do that, we can see that the MACD is really high, but it does look like it's starting to drop a little bit. And the other thing that I see here is the MACD. Each peak here, 1, 2, and 3, that coincides with the 3 peaks up here. The price action's gone up, the RSI has lost momentum. So I do think that that makes us inclined to think I still think it's going to drop, even though I really missed my call yesterday and it actually went up quite a bit. You can see right through there. Now overnight, it dropped down and is kind of attempting a recovery right now. So I'm not sure what to think at the moment. It's losing its downward momentum according to this. The RSIs are not really telling us a lot of new information here. We've got our SMA indicators on the 1 hour chart marked, and we're right there at the 9 and 20 SMAs. So I thought it was going to drop further. The opening bell is in about 6 minutes, so we shall see. I'm not sure where it's going at the moment. Now the 15-minute chart looks like it's ready for a downturn. It's definitely lost momentum and is starting to drop. It's gone down to the SMAs there. Nice big red candle. Now I will have already made a couple trades by this point, or one trade, I think. Yeah, I made one trade, and I did a short, and I got in somewhere over here, and it continued to go up. I think I got in right here, and it went up and stopped me out with this wick right here. And now it's starting to drop. And I had pointed out that, all right, there's a nice big drop. Excellent. Okay, so now let's get our other things back here. I think maybe we want to be in a long. I really think maybe it's gonna head up. That gets filled. All right, very good. Okay, so this is pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and move this up. expecting great things. All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna actually move this back up a little bit because I've already lost a great deal this morning, and I'm not sure I can sustain a whole lot more loss here. And there's always going to be indicators showing that you made the wrong call. Like this one here, the 15-minute chart, it looks like it's dropping. This one looks like it's dropping. Just a second ago, they looked like they were going to go up. So, tricky times, tricky times. Yeah, I guess I should show. I went ahead and lowered it back down again. I just thought, man, I don't know. But now I'm sorry that I did. I wish I'd stayed in that first trade. 2 minutes to opening bell. Man. 4-hour chart. I'm trying to get some bearings here. Pretty sure I'm going to get stopped out there. Just can't see how it would not. Yep. Wish I'd stayed in that first trade. It did end up dropping. Okay, the more I look at this, the more I think I do truly want to be in a short position, just waiting for a good opportunity to get in. All right, there's a great big green candle. Looking for it to get up to just under that orange SMA up here. So in this area somewhere. MACD here would be really nice if it would go up and then make a turn. That would be a good time. Because I don't think it's going to drop much past this yellow line here. Could be wrong. Okay. So it did go up and it hit that yellow line and I kind of missed out on that entry point. So now, do I just jump in or do I wait again? The answer is clear. We wait. You can also see the loss of downward momentum right there. Look at that. The MACD, each trough here is a little bit less and a little bit less. So that's good. I think we're going to get a good entry point here soon. Yeah, just keeps dropping. I'm going to jump in. Get up to there, but I don't think it's going to get above it. So this is kind of where I want to put my stop, even though that is a really big loss for me. It's kind of how I've been trading with paper trading. It's back in the green here. Nice big drop. Very, very nice. Very nice. All right, let's lock in some profits then. Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Quite lovely. Oh, okay. Alrighty. Well, I'm glad I locked in the profits. So I have whittled my losses down to a more reasonable amount now. And probably it will bounce off of this yellow line. So we will revisit this when we see another good entry point, I think. Alrighty, had a great big upward bunch here. And it's easy to get really excited when you see a movement like that on the 1 minute chart. And that's why I like to focus more on the longer term charts, because it just helps you to keep your head on straight. So it has now reached that red line, which is a pretty decent resistance level, but we are not quite seeing a turnaround yet. So we want to make sure that we wait. That much of a rejection wick does also give me pause. I do think it's probably going to continue its downward trend here, but it's fighting it pretty good too. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm going to put this up here and okay, I'm in. Seven. it get down to that point again, or will it bounce higher? That's kind of what I'm wondering, because that's a pretty good level right through here. Go ahead and put an alert in right there. Or will it drop further? I think we'll go for this level. Just dings the alert right here. What happens? It's just starting to turn, so that's good. Let's go look at that 5-minute chart again. Losing downward momentum, perhaps. Dropping. It might fight it for a while, but I do think it'll drop. Nice. It's fighting it successfully. That's good. Good, good, good. Great. We are now back in the green. We've made back all our losses and the commission, so that's pretty nice. Yeah. Excuse me. The 1-minute MACD is just about to touch. I still think this is a decent place for an exit order. I think we'll get filled there. And it's all dropping, so that's good. You can definitely see the RSI losing momentum, so I'm pretty confident because of that. That will be fine. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and lower this down. And I had brought this limit order down to the SMA. It is possible that that's all the touching of the SMA we're going to get, and it's going to bounce up at this point as well. So I'm kind of questioning, maybe I should put it back up there again. But it does seem to be finding resistance at that point so far. That gold SMA there. Sudden the MACDs are not looking good. So, did it just freeze up on me? Good. Okay. Not super confident in this trade anymore. Kind of comes and goes. So maybe we should just try to get out. Oh, now it's starting to drop. Okay. See what? Let's just get out. All right. Basically break even. Lost $12.50, 4 trades. And can see that I gained 2 and lost 2. This one doesn't count. This is the cash sweep, so that's not really a trade. So we're looking at these 4 trades right through here. And that makes me break even. So, 10 o'clock. Okay, now it's starting to drop, so, oof. Wow. Okay, I'm thinking this might be another good opportunity to get into one more trade. Right through here. Let's give it a shot. Up. And I think hopefully hit a resistance level here. You can see on the 15-minute chart, that's kind of where all the SMAs there have congregated. Not terribly surprised that it did that. I haven't changed my mind about it dropping yet. The MACD on the 15-minute chart does not look good. 1-minute chart looks like we're maybe starting to lose that upward momentum. The 5-minute chart here does not look good. Okay, we're seeing a nice drop. So yes, I do think that hit resistance level. Let's see how far down it drops. Well, it dropped down to the SMAs here on the 1-minute chart and bounced up a little bit more. So that's not good. And it does look like it's been in a big fight to get up here. And on the 15-minute chart, we see a green candle. It's turning. Concerned that this is not a good trade. Just short term, it's not a good trade. It could be that it will hit that again and drop down. Because you can still kind of see loss of momentum right through here. That's kind of what I'm hanging on to. The RSI is showing loss of momentum. So, all right, nice big drop right through there. And this is where I got in, so back down to break even again. D on the 1 minute's looking really good. Well, let's look at the 15-minute chart is looking good. 5-minute, not so much. So let's bring this up back to here again. Trying to remember why this red line was here. I was thinking it was the 1-hour chart, but guess not. Must be the 4-hour chart here. Ah, it has changed a little bit. So if we put it back up to here, interesting. So that would be right where I got in. Let's go ahead and raise that up there. I think I'm not sure about this trade. Okay, nice big drop again, really close to getting filled. Beginning to question myself again, thinking maybe it would have dropped. Maybe. Well, let's give it a try. I think I'm not going to put so much risk on the table though. Goes up again. That's not going to bode well. Right there. Ooh, tricky, tricky, tricky. I'm getting tired too. Too many decisions. Well, I got stopped out. So I guess I will be done for the day. We can look at trades that I made. I made 5, 2 were bad, and 3 were good. Excuse me, 2 were good and 3 were bad. And that left me at a loss of $249, which works out to be about 0.8%. So that's 2 days of a loss so far since starting to trade for real. So looking at I mean, you need lost days once in a while, and they can't always be positive. So I'm hoping that I'm getting them out of the way now. We'll see. Oh.